might be right though when it comes to tips with men because I'm sneaky. Because let me tell you something. If I go swipe my card somewhere and you want to be lazy and you want to flip that pad over to me and it say tip, I heard beside my name and flip it back to you. By the time you turn back around, I'm going out the damn. You just see the doors open and close like a damn old corral and there's no tip. No, you sit.
Do you believe? Okay, so 2 questions. 1, do you believe in tipping to go?
No, you didn't do nothing.
No, neither.
I think you've got something different. I've been searching. I think you're nervous. He's made you so mad. I think you should take a chance and show me that you can.
Welcome back. Another episode of TSOV podcast. Well, I ain't like that little. I'm getting old. I did that little when I tried to. Yo, that's when you know you're getting old, when you start making all them unnecessary noises and shit like that. Like
yeah, just for no reason.
Yeah, just for no reason. Like, what are you doing? You just getting something out the bottom of the refrigerator. Like, what the hell? You start feeling any of them cracks yet?
Yeah.
You do?
All the time. Well, I've been feeling the cracks.
Damn. Yeah. Well, yeah, because you're a dancer.
Because I'm old.
What'd you say, you old and decrepit?
Yeah. My lifetime, yeah. For what I've done, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Another episode of TSOV Podcast. I feel good. It's Will Love, Lexi B.
What's up?
We are back. Episode 2, how you feel?
Great. How do you feel?
Oh, I feel good. I feel good.
I feel better than the last time.
Say that again?
I feel better than the last time.
Well, what was wrong last time? You gave
nothing. It was just the first episode.
Oh, yeah. You gotta crack that muffin. You know,
crack the muffin.
Yeah, I don't want to say pop the cherry. Ooh.
I mean, you could have just said like crack the egg, crack the shell, crack the tension.
That sounds like some Mount Pleasant stuff.
You don't crack a muffin.
What you mean?
Mount Pleasant? Wait, hold on. What's wrong with Mount
Pleasant? Yeah, we're back, man. We feel good. It's a lovely day outside. Well, I wouldn't say too.
I don't think it's not too lovely.
Too lovely, but it's lovely inside. How about that?
It's lovely inside.
Yeah,
it's always lovely inside.
It's lovely inside. We're not gonna wait too long. We're gonna get straight to it with the shot. Because some people probably was sitting up there with their shot for like a good, I don't know, but did we get into it like, we didn't get to our shot till like 10, 15 minutes in?
Yeah.
So just imagine somebody just holding
I mean, but they have to know like, okay, they're going to take the shot with us. Some of them didn't know they'd be waiting on the shot.
Some people, yeah. Some people, they're supposed to be drinking.
Right.
What am I supposed to, wait,
you don't know what shot we're talking about.
Somebody pass me some ginger ale. But let's go ahead. We're going to do our inaugural shot. Let's go ahead real quick.
Inaugural?
Yeah. Sound presidential, huh?
Yeah, seriously.
We got some organic today. Watch she grab her chaser. Look. Every time. No vodka is going to sponsor this if they see you do that. Well, oh my gosh, she's having an allergic reaction.
That's not an allergic reaction. It's just strong. Dang. I can't sip a juice.
Oh my God. Yeah, so much we got to talk about today. We're going to get straight into it. So I want to give a shout out to my friend, my best friend Germ, and his wife' birthday just passed a few days ago, and it had me thinking, because I was like, hey man, you know what you doing? What you got planned? And he was like, yo man, we going to Longhorn Steakhouse. I'm like, all right, that's not on one of my favorites list because the
Longhorn.
Yeah, no, didn't have a great experience. Now this is the thing. Don't kill me on this hill because I haven't tried nothing on the menu. I just literally walked in and walked out because of the environment. You know, like you walk in a place, it don't smell right, whatever the case may be, like you leaving.
So what was wrong when you walked in?
Oh my God, it smelled like mop water. It was sour.
What time? When did you go?
It was bright. Sun was out. It was no reason.
But I mean, like when? How long ago?
I would say about 2.5 years ago.
So like during COVID?
Was it during COVID?
It was 2.5 years ago, yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, I guess you might well say during COVID. I don't hear
like
that.
Prime COVID time.
People was in there. Ain't no reason a mop should have been in somebody's hand, some Fabuloso. Something should have been clean.
So it didn't stink? Like it stinked?
Yes. Oh my God, it smelled like in between feet.
So you just walked in and walked out? I mean, Longhorn is good. Like, especially we only have like what, one around here? 2? Yeah, I don't know. Not that many, but like the rolls are life changing. I mean, I like Longhorn. They have good drinks.
Yeah, nah, I wasn't. The crazy part was I sat down and it was like I had to sit and wait for a minute because I was like, yo, I was like, man, this stank. But then it was like they already seated me. So I had to figure out like how to get out of that situation.
Just get up and walk out. You know how many times people sat me down and I got up and walked out?
Yeah, I did that, but it's just sometimes sometimes you gotta be prepared to do these type of things. So it was like I was like, oh shit, like the way just come with something. Hey, I just had that emergency. I got
No, you should have told him what was wrong.
I should have because no, not get too deep in it. Had a situation where I like to call it roachy bones, but smoky bones. A few years back, similar situation. Went in there one late night because they stay open late. This was after I went to the what's the lounge that burned down on Ashley Falls Fate?
The lounge that burned down?
Yeah, didn't they have like a fire or something?
Oh yeah, but I can't remember.
Yeah. So it was after that. It was my sister's birthday. Went to Roachy Bones and went there and was at the bar or whatever. So it was like had drinks, was eating, and like a dude was like, "Yo!" and it was like a roach, and like the roach like was on his side, but it was like the roach was passing everybody plate to like make sure, yo, if I pass by you, you getting a free meal. So I'm looking at, but it was funny because it's like
I'm sure that's exactly what the roach was thinking.
but it was like
free meals for everybody tonight.
Ain't no way. How to? It's like a circle.
You're talking about the bar, right?
Yeah, the bar area,
yeah.
is circle or square, whatever. But the roach like knew to make its way around all like.
Well, he was probably following the food of where the people were.
Good point.
That's not worse. I had way worse than that. I've seen a rat before.
Well, you saw a rat there.
In the kitchen downtown.
Oh.
I'm not going to say, but it just happens to be on the corner of two streets. That has the name of it. But actually back then, though, it was not that name.
Wasn't?
No, that name changed not too long ago. Well, a few years ago. But anyway, yeah, there was a roach in the kitchen. So, a rat in the kitchen.
So, hold on, but why were you were you in the kitchen?
Okay, so in this particular restaurant / bar, when you're sitting at like there's like high tables at the beginning, at the front. And so the kitchen's very small. Yeah. So like you can see, you're like literally right there.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like the bar in the kitchen.
How big was the rat? Like
it was like pretty big. And then we like notified like the owner.
What did he say?
He just kind of brushed it off. And I think we got free something that night. I don't remember. But I remember we still paid for something.
I don't want nothing. Yeah, whatever I had that, it better be free. But I don't want nothing. But
I've drank from the upstairs bar, but I never ate from there again.
Yo, imagine seeing a rat, then the owner be like, look, I'm sorry, your meal's free tonight. Every time you come here, free food on me. What? What?
Like, that's what I think we thought was going to happen, but he really just didn't care.
Yeah, I guess he probably.
But if you know this owner, you know that he carries that like anytime he has like resting bitch face. Like anytime you look at him, like he's not mean, but like you would look at like he just carries this like so you would think that he would have that type of mentality anyway.
Oh, resting bitch face for a
he
man.
does. If you know, you know. He does. He really does.
Yeah, my pet peeve. My pet peeve with restaurants is ugly staff.
Ugly?
Yeah.
Like mean, like rude, ugly? Just like you don't look
I'm talking about like your physical attributes.
Why?
I think some restaurants probably should go through the same protocol as Delta do when they hire.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I've seen old flight attendants, but I don't think I've ever seen
you ain't even in this.
But I think it's because they're based out of Atlanta, and I feel like Atlanta has a lot of pretty girls. Shout out today.
I ain't gonna say all that. They got the ugly people everywhere. Look, you can't tell me a ugly person didn't apply to be a flight attendant before. Like you just come on. Like what's the? Ain't no way.
But I think a lot of Delta flight attendants are based out of Atlanta.
No,
I don't know if there's. I'm sure there's another Delta hub, but Atlanta's just the one that I know on the East Coast.
So, all right. So you're telling me every applicant was pretty,
but it's one of those jobs where it's like Like, for example, working at Publix, like they don't discriminate, but they like you have to have a good personality. And I feel like a flight attendant is like a job where it's like you just gotta like look good. You know what I mean? Like they probably don't discriminate, but Publix will not hire people because they don't carry the like
Chick-fil-A
demeanor.
attitude.
Yeah, but Publix is a little even different than Chick-fil-A because it's like they just know, like they just know you for like they like ask you questions, you know what I'm saying, like to get to know you and like who you are. So like, I think it's kind of that like like they don't discriminate, but they, you know what I mean, like you just have to have a certain like persona and look about you.
So you think Delta got on their application? What have you been rated 1 through 10? Circle the bubble.
I'm sure they don't. If they don't want multiple lawsuits.
Hey, I don't care what nobody say. Even
but even our last flight, they're very pretty flight attendants.
Yeah, because didn't you tap me? You was like, yo, look at a bubble on her ass.
No, I don't think I said that. Did I?
You did say that, yeah. You was like, she had a fat ass.
Oh, the black girl?
Yeah, because she was a little bit older.
Oh, I
yeah,
did. She was older. But she was pretty, though. They were all pretty.
Even the gay dudes put together.
Even the gay guy
them waves be waving, fam. I be like, damn.
He was he was funny. Not rude, but like, he was just funny.
Oh, what did he say?
He was like, passing out the headphones, and he's like, "Get them now, because I'm not coming back." We're like, okay,
the little spice, right? Jesus Christ!
But even he was like very well put together, like shave cut. Mm-hmm. It looked like he had like a little manicure.
Yeah, boy.
Shout out to Delta. That's the only airline I've ever flown. Nah, I'm not. I'm lying. But it's all I fly now.
Yeah, but no, those some of those restaurants there, because it's just I don't know. I have a weak stomach, so like if
you do,
like, so it's like if you ugly, like, all right, cool, but like I always say this, like I try.
You're about to roast you.
That's fine. Like I just like pick something else, like dishwasher. You know what I'm saying? Like
in the bag,
like trash take outer. You know what I'm saying?
Trash take out.
like
trash man.
Like you shouldn't want to be on the front lines, fam. Like you gotta do. You gotta work.
I mean, I will say like. I'm sure it like helps increase your tip. I mean, it's like a bargain for the restaurant and for the waiter. Like when you're, you look good or whatever, like whether or not you're a girl or boy, you get tips, people come, they probably spend more money. It's like a all around, like I think it could work out for the restaurant and the waiter. Waitress.
Why do if you have a waiter or waitress, well usually a waitress, when soon as you get your food, we bless our food. Take a first bite. How's everything? God, just wait a minute.
Because they want that tip.
I understand it, but is it great? No, you don't. You bring it back.
Some of them just don't be wanting to come back, and you don't see them till the end of your meal.
Oh no, I'm
mouth dry, water gone, everything.
Yeah, what's the longest you think you ever waited? Like you ever was like at a restaurant, you was like, yo.
To see my waiter or waitress come back?
Yeah.
The entire meal that I was there.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you got two pass backs?
Yeah, like literally it was like they came, took the order, took the drinks, I don't even think they brought the food out, and like never came back again till then.
Was it packed that night? Like
I'm trying to think, where was I? I vividly remember though, like
you just looking for you just sitting there like a child.
I don't remember where I was. I mean, I'm sure it was busy, but like still.
Yeah. How do you gauge a tip? Because I vividly remember me and you was different. Me and you was different because I was like, yo, your tip is based on your service.
I mean, for the most part, but I do like start at a bit. You just have no sense of a tip.
What do you mean?
You literally. You want me to tell them what you did the other day?
Please do, because even numbers work.
You did it. You were about to tip.
Hold on, this and then
$5.
No, $10.
$10 on $136 meal.
That make it $146.
Oh my God!
See, tips. I feel like go by tier of restaurant, and then you start getting into the subsidiary.
No, but I also
brackets.
think men are lazy and they don't want to figure out the percentage of the tip.
They too.
It was literally on the receipt.
I go, who looking way down there? I'm just trying to sign. Put an even number. So that
I do that. Like I do try to even it out, but I at least base like 15% and then like give or take. I mean, nowadays I know that like people are short staffed and like I understand that. I wouldn't work in the food industry, but if you choose to and you still have good attitude, whatever. But yeah, I normally like start at a percentage and then I don't really I mean, I normally give people the benefit of the doubt, to be honest.
Unless
you're just trash.
You ever been at a restaurant and you had like too many drinks and then the bill come, but you're trying to do that same method? Like you're trying to eat, you're trying to even it out, but you can't do math in your head.
Yeah,
You need to 6.
I just pull out my calculator. I don't care. Like if you judge me, but you're gonna get this tip with this calculator because if you don't have it on the receipt, baby, I'm pulling out the calculator.
You know how many times I probably got overcharged? I done sat there and did my
You
math wrong.
don't check at all.
Bill was a 1916. All right, what's the 16? That's 90 cents.
Carry the one. Add
90 cents. That'll make $22 even. Why I'm getting charged $25?
You better start checking.
Yeah.
And you gotta go back and check too.
But I'm saying, like, you don't feel like there's tiers to tips, right? So let's go with Outback. Our Outback tip is going to be different than a Roof Chris tip.
That's not true.
Oh, man.
I mean, the only reason why that's true is because Outback food is not as expensive as Ruth Chris. But I'm not basing it based off of where I am. For one, I'm basing off of the service that I experience. So I don't care if I'm at, I don't know, what's a low tier restaurant that it's not
Chili's?
fast food? Yeah, I don't care if I'm at Chili's or if I'm at Cowboy Brazilian Steakhouse. Like, I'm not tipping different just because of where I am. I mean, obviously, like, inevitably, my tip is going to be lower because the bill is lower. But, like, no, I don't think there's tiers in terms of, like, a restaurant. I mean, a percentage is a percentage.
Some of them restaurants be, some of them, I ain't even say restaurants because some of them don't even be restaurants, but some of them be real disrespectful in asking for a tip. You mean to tell me you got a self-user kiosk where I can order my food, and when I order my food, swipe my card, and you ask me, do I want a tip?
Were you with me when we were... I don't remember where I was, but the
you just
waiter
said, was I with you when we? And who is the we?
When I was somewhere and the waiter was like, no tip? It had to have been like an Asian restaurant because it was an Asian accent. And they were like, no tip.
I think I remember that.
Was it? But I can't remember if it was me or if it was somebody else and I just witnessed it. Do you remember that?
Was that Tsunami? No, Tsunami wouldn't.
Oh, wait. What? Maybe it was.
It's either Tsunami
and the waitress was like, no tip? I guess the person... I know it wasn't me because I left a tip. Like, I'm sure I left a tip. But, like, yeah.
Yeah, I had
Or maybe it was and we left the tip in cash. I remember. They be bold about it.
No, that's when I used to go to, I had that same situation happen when I used to go to Weight Massage or Old Trolley. And I used to go there and, like, there was, like, no tip. I'm like.
You know what it was?
What?
You were there. The nail shop.
Which one?
Remember, we were at the nail shop. Remember you came to the nail shop?
Oh, okay.
And the girl before me didn't leave a tip, and the girl, and she was like from New York, and she was like, no, I can't afford. Yes, it was the nail shop.
She was like,
now, I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I don't know how
services like there's certain services that I do tip, but I don't do a percentage. But I'm more inclined to tip like restaurant, like my services. I'll say like I may tip, I may not tip, or I may not give like a percentage at like my nail shop. My lash tech normally is like on the screen or whatever, but like if it's not like on the screen, I'm just paying or writing it in. Like I have a standard like $5 tip. Like I don't necessarily do the percentage, but that. That's because it's like a service. And like you're doing the service for me. Like you're not waiting. Like waitress is like a little different.
Yeah.
So like my services, yeah, I like have like the standard tip that I give. But
but maybe it might be right though when it comes to tips with men because I'm sneaky. Because let me tell you something. If I go swipe my card somewhere and you want to be lazy and you want to flip that pad over to me and it say tip, I heard beside my name and flip it back to you. By the time you turn back around, I'm gone out the damn. You just see the doors open and close like a damn old corral and no tip. No, you sit.
Do you believe? Okay, so 2 questions. 1, do you believe in tipping to go?
No, you didn't do nothing.
Not me either. And then 2, how do you feel about like waitresses or waiters? The waiting staff feeling some type of way about you not tipping because you can't afford to tip.
First of all, if you can't afford the tip, don't stay home and eat a sandwich with chips on, fam.
Okay, so you're on the side with the waiting staff.
Yes, okay. Like stay home. You should not. Your priorities messed up if you can't tip.
So you agree with like the waiters and the waitresses who get upset when people don't tip just because they don't?
Yeah, like most definitely, because I think the general consensus know that they don't get paid as much as these other jobs. You're on the side of thinking that, hey, that you took this job, you know what you're getting yourself into, basically. And I don't subscribe to that.
No, not that I'm not on the side. When it's like a automatic like defense, you know what I mean? Like when it's like you just like automatically get upset without like understanding why the person didn't.
First of all, there's not. I say this because a old coworker of mine, he explained to me like all his college years. You know, he went. He was a waiter. And that's what he did. And I remember I used to ask him like a whole bunch of questions, like just how he felt about this night. You ever had this situation happen or whatnot? But just hearing the amount of money that they make and how hard it is, and then he was explaining too, like, yo, you know, on the back end, like, imagine I have a great night. $300-$400. Like I'm not really gonna get these unless I'm in some upscale restaurant. But I gotta break this down with like the bar back. The bartender.
I mean,
the
yeah,
cooks. Like,
but I mean, so your $15, like, yes, I will get pissed off because of your $15, fam. I gotta bust this down with 3 more people. I will say, so many people in my life since I was like 15 years old have told me that I need to work in the food industry because of my personality, and they're like, "Will you make?" And I'm like, "No," because it's too like unpredictable. There's too much to be like split with people.
Yeah,
you're dealing with too many people at what. So I mean, that's just my defense.
Yeah.
Like I probably could have made a lot more money than I did working at like Publix or something, but like it's too unpredictable.
And these are jokes, ladies and gentlemen. I don't discriminate against ugly people. Just don't bring me my food.
Just don't bring me. Slide it to me across the restaurant.
Nah, actually, pass it to that pretty chick. Yeah, you know the Cuban one. Yeah, mommy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, bring that over here. You you stay in the back. Yeah, nah. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just on the. But you know, you in the food industry. First of all, you don't be complaining about your feet all day.
Well, I mean, I was a cashier, so I was always on my feet anyway. But
you said y'all had chairs.
At Publix? When have you walked into Publix and somebody had a chair?
You said they provided chairs.
To the old people.
Oh.
That was it. Baby, and I worked at the front desk. Well, in my older years.
Oh.
I was like, you know, the customer service staff.
Oh, jeez.
Like lottery, stuff like that. Okay, but anyway, on the topic of waiting and waitressing, how do you feel about splitting the bill on a date or in a relationship or, for that matter, in any situation when you go on a date?
I love that. First of all, splitting the bill on a date. No, I feel.
Well, let's say this. Let's do this in tiers. So let's say first date.
First date, type of man I am, I'm going to pay. Feel like you taking the female out. You should pay. Here's a funny little caveat. Maybe who asks who is the one that should pay.
See, I don't believe in that. I just feel like the man should always pay. If it's the first date,
I'm with you. I totally agree with you. Just in some instances, I'm gonna say this. In some instances, look, bro. If you asking hey, I want to take you out to eat, and
okay, but who's doing that?
I told you one thing. One thing of Charleston women got, and that's confidence. Confidence and the confidence of a man and the audacity.
Desperate. I mean, I'm not saying asking a man on a date is desperate. Don't say that's not what I'm saying. But I'm just saying.
Well, but I mean, if you know, hey, I think we should go out. All right, shit. Let me be the hot mama for the day. Shit, you got it
on the first date. No, I'm good, love.
You ask.
No,
you ask, but not for just for me. Like I'm always gonna pay, but I will always be wary of like the ones who feel like they gotta go to like these type of restaurants or whatever the case may be, like just like these high-end restaurants on the first date. Like if I was to ask you, if I say, okay, I'm interested in you, let's go out on a date, but like I just want to take you out for a scoop of ice cream or maybe a walk on the bed, or like, fam, you should not be turning like you should no. Because I mean, if you be real, which I was actually looking at your friend behind you, she just walked away faster. So I'm just saying,
you might want to
calm down. You might want to calm down. Second option, what you might want to do. Tell you right. I'm
disturbed.
No, but like but I think having an attitude of gratitude when it comes to dating.
So hold on. Okay. So pause. So you say I'm supposed to limit myself. If you ask me on a date, I'm supposed to limit myself because I should be thankful that you asked me on a date.
I mean, you could be sitting at home watching YouTube.
Or I could not be on a date with you.
I mean, your loss.
Oh my God.
There's 7 women to every 1 man. And
Wait
I
a minute.
I will go find me another one.
Wait a minute.
Matter of fact, I'm in your friend DM as soon as you said no.
Horrible.
No, I'm not saying that because that make it seem like, oh, just bow down. No, but I mean attitude of gratitude.
Courtesy.
Attitude of gratitude.
Courtesy.
Attitude of gratitude.
I'm not okay. Go ahead.
It is because you look. I think you're looking at it in a way like, oh, I just be good. No, when I say attitude of gratitude, I'm talking about the man and the woman. I take you out on a date. You know what? I'm grateful. He's interested in me to take time out of his day. He could be doing anything and bring me out on a date. Same thing for a man. Yo, I'm grateful she says yes. There's plenty of other guys she probably could be talking to. I'm grateful that, he's taking his time out of his schedule to be interested and get to know a person like me. I always say this, when somebody gets off their road or their lane to come get on yours to try to do something with you or drive in the same car with you, have an attitude of gratitude. Like, Curtis says, thank you for opening the door. No, like I'm grateful I have certain people because you're taking the time. Somebody that may call me, or I'm spending my time with my relationship, whatever it is. I'm grateful because we can all, especially with this capitalist world we live in, which we've been taught to just be about us for us. Like, I could be doing anything else. Like, you care. Like you it's 8:30.
But what does that have to do with where we go out on a date?
Well, be grateful.
These women are about to tear you up, baby. Because if you think I'm about to be grateful,
you're not,
not say where I want to go, because I should be thankful that you asked me out on a date, honey.
But that's all right. But
it's a no for me, dog.
Hold on. So say for instance, all right, you do that, right? Let me. First of all, that's showing initiative, right? Because that's too. I think you said on the last episode, women will say what they want and that the end. But how about me as a man? If I say we're gonna go get ice cream, and maybe our date may not roll into dinner or whatever, but let's or even this, I take you out on a date and I just had ice cream and a walk in the battery playing, but I don't want our date to end. Let's go get dinner. Now you gave me an option instead of you giving demands, and it's like if you're doing all this now, like bring me.
Okay, no. So yeah, I'm thinking more like if you ask me and I give you a response.
No. If
I suggest it.
No, I'm saying that I agree. You agreed to go on a date with me, right? I have full free range to pick wherever we're going.
Yeah, unless you ask me.
Yeah, unless I ask you. So you shouldn't turn your nose up if we're gonna get ice cream and a walk.
Oh, okay. No,
and a walk on a park. The part I get turned up if I ask you, sure, I'll go on a date with you. Oh, you gonna bring me to what? Oh
yeah, no, I don't like that. Okay, now we're on the same page.
It. Yeah,
I was just thinking like if you ask me and if you want my opinion on where we should go.
No.
That's why I was like, what?
No, because at that point, that's when the men should listen. A woman is like telling you. And it's like, all right, cool. If you want to go to Outback, you want to go to Rude Chris.
Yeah, and also if you can't afford anything, just don't go on a date.
Yeah, true. But, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about y'all? Y'all shouldn't be going on a date with some them clip purses y'all be wearing with nothing in it but your
how
ID.
Many women go on dates broke?
I know.
On like a weekly basis?
I know how many women go on dates broke because you got the clip purse with your ID and chapstick in it, not a damn debit card. I'm like, she could get in the club, but she can't get nothing in there. What the hell? Why do y'all do that? Like what if
why do we don't typically we don't need money to go on a date.
But
I'm different. Like, okay, like even if it's the first date, like, and not just because I feel like I gotta prove a point or whatever, but like if you pay for dinner, all right, we go to the bar or whatever, like I'll buy drinks. Like first date.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool because they got some women that's just going, 1942, 8 of them. What?
But I had to because like my old mentality used to be like, oh, I didn't want like men to think like I was one of those, you know what I'm saying, like broke girls.
chicks?
Yeah. But the older I got, the more I realized like it doesn't matter.
Yeah, because we don't care about your money anyway.
Exactly.
And plus, we didn't. I don't know if. I don't think men look or be like as harsh on women financially as y'all are on men.
Yeah. But
Like-
I think that's just because the man's supposed to be like the provider.
Yeah, but like, we ain't never seen this chick and was like, she couldn't give you no jalapeno poppers. Goddamn brokey. Yeah, nah.
No, I think it's more so like, I think men, like, it's more so like when you're like constantly taking care of, like she's just not doing anything at all. That's when it gets to be like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for women, no. Like, yeah. If
You're
broke, you get cut quick.
So he got you with some mozzarella sticks and some jalapeno poppers. He can't.
Yeah, if you're broke,
He can't.
I mean, I'm not for me. I'm just saying, just in general for women, typically.
What if you're going through a hard time? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but that's different. But also, if it's like the first date, like it sets the tone, and it's like, oh,
yeah.
here we go.
Yeah, make sense. You ever caught a guy like being cheap, like on a date?
Yeah.
Was
I went on a date one time and this guy's card declined. All right, but
he trying to hit the Apple Pay.
and like the craziest thing is like he wasn't even fazed by it. But if you knew this person, like,
did he hit you with that? Hold on, let me call my bank real quick.
No, he was like, "Oh, try it again," and I think he ended up giving them a different card or whatever.
Anyway.
But yeah, I mean, I know I didn't pay for it, but.
Well,
Yeah,
see, but see, that's
declined.
why I said.
But as far as like being cheap, yeah, I've caught some like, nah, you being cheap.
Like, do y'all women spot like when we trying to be cheap, but like say we want to take you on a date, but like we kind of like finesse and give y'all an alternate, or you be like, hey, you like want to go out there? You like, oh my god, yeah, let's go. We should go bowling, and then we should go to the movies, and then we could go to we could go to Wild Wings or whatever the case may be, and be like, hey, you know what? First, that sound good though, but peep this though, like I got the fire stick, right? I got the fire stick. Got a fresh bag of leg, you know what I'm saying? Chicken legs.
That's obvious.
You good?
That's obvious.
Y'all good? So a dude ever try like switch the restaurant on you? Like you ever gave a suggestion and a dude was like, you wanna go there? You wanna go there?
Yeah.
You ain't Chick-fil-A not good? You
Yeah. I've had that before.
what did you do?
I mean, it's hard because it's like you don't want to judge somebody, but then it's also like you got to be kind of skeptical. So it's like, But then I get the men's side too, because just how us women, we're skeptical about like broke men or whatever. Like there are a lot of men who have like taken care of a lot of women are like, no, like I'm tired of this. So they're skeptical in our defense or in their defense too. So it's like, I understand, like, you know what I'm saying? Like a mutual ground of like, okay, I get it. You probably want to be cautious too.
Yeah, no, that's definitely, I definitely agree with you because that's where I was at when it comes to dating, right? It was like, yo, like, I spent my whole 20s like breaking bread, living with a female, paying for this, paying for that. Like, I done burned through so much money, and it's like, all right, I'm not about to. Then at this point, like, it's like I got kids. So it's like, burning, like, to some people, burning $75, $100 on a date is like, all right, cool, but like, yo, like, that could have been something for the kids or just, like, whatever. And it's just like, we gotta, like, but that's when I started to trying to see people for, like, who they are, right? So I'm gonna have every intention to do something, extra nice with you, but I would like kind of see, like I said, I kind of see, well, I know this, ice cream place, or you know what I'm saying, let's go here. Like I'll pick usually like I would try to like pick like some type of interactive activity, something that's like, kind of different. You know what I'm saying? So like I never did it, but like I probably like just come up the top of my head, like when people probably want to know what type of thing, because people probably say go walking in the park or something, but I mean I don't know, like an escape room,
Yeah,
that's
like always, that's a good one.
Escape room is a good first
rooms,
date.
Yeah.
Escape room, you can scavenger hunts or something like that. Like those are cheap. You know what I'm saying? Good
Well,
for.
I don't know about cheap, but
What's not
escape
cheap?
rooms are expensive.
Oh, they are.
Yeah, it's
I
like
never
$30-something a person.
Well, that's never what. Okay, well,
I
yeah.
mean, if it's the only thing in the date, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But something interactive, because they do say that when playing interactive things, you really get to see how you communicate
Yeah,
with it.
and escape rooms are very good for communication.
Yeah.
Because you have to like work together to get out.
Y'all in there fussing on the first.
And
Come
then
on,
you can
bitch.
see how they interact. If there's other people in there, you can see how they interact with other people and like work with other people.
Like, this bitch can't get along with nobody. Why she grab this one? This bitch.
And
Oh
you can
my
see their
god.
intelligence level because sometimes it takes.
All right, now
I'm
it's too much. Like you gonna judge a man because he didn't know to pick the lock. Like, come on now.
No, but I mean, I'm just saying. Like, have you ever done an escape room?
Never.
Well, if you did, you would know what I'm talking about. Like some of them, like you gotta not like be smart, but like you gotta pay attention and like get the knowledge, like get the clue, remember the clue from the last time. Like it's
And in all your years of living, when have you ever known a man to pay attention? Exactly. So,
But I'm not gonna lie though, I've been to escape rooms with like a few people, like a few men, and like the most successful men were like the street smart men, because like they were like think of things that you wouldn't really think of if you were like book smart.
yeah. Shit.
So actually, maybe not.
They didn't know how to get rid of them quarter keys.
Yeah,
Shit,
exactly.
They
They were looking for clues in places we just weren't looking.
Nigga, the ops is coming. We gonna get out this.
Right?
We gonna get out this room. The nigga that went to Clemson sitting there. This mathematical equation is not. It's not. No. Mm-mm. Speaking of men and women, how do you feel about if a man proposes and a woman declines? Is the relationship over? Significant other, man or woman, but men
There's
propose.
so many like caveats to that. I mean,
Is it over though? I'm saying the man got his family out, all that dinner. You know what I'm saying?
I would say yes, because I feel like there is a very strong level of like communication that comes before a proposal. Typically, like especially for women, like we know maybe not the exact day or the exact time or place or whatever, but like we typically know like when it's coming.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like,
But are you?
if you
supposed
get
know?
to that, I mean, we're not supposed to know like the date and the time and like where, but I mean, I think for most, I mean, I've never been proposed to, I don't know, but like I think for most women, like you knew it was coming. So like I feel like if you like not lead a man on, but like if you get to that point and you say no, it's like there's something that should have been communicated before you got to knee on the ground. Like no matter what level you are in your relationship, like if you felt like, if the man felt like we were strong enough to move on to the next step, like, and you say no at that moment, is like you missed a lot of communication to get, you see what I'm saying? Like to get to that point. Like I don't think in any relationship is like I wasn't like, there wasn't like a mutual understanding of like, okay, we're ready to get married.
You don't think it's salvageable?
No, because it's like, if you don't want to marry me, you should have said something before I got here.
I mean, maybe.
I mean, like the only thing I can think of is like if something happened like recently, or you know what I mean, and like the proposal still went on, which was also poor planning on his part, because like why would you not make sure things are smoothed out before you propose? So I mean, I feel like I feel like you have a mutual understanding of like, okay, we're moving on to the next step in our relationship. So if you get there and say no, like I feel like it's done. Like what?
Well, see, I think that your mindset had changed a little bit too. If you, because you know they got the thing now, you know the women are proposing. How do you feel about getting down on one knee?
Stupid, and I'm never doing that.
Oh, you ain't getting on no knee?
Not at all.
You ain't busting it down at the restaurant?
Okay, but why do you think that it's so? If you're saying that means that you think that it is salvageable, like you can save it, right?
Yeah, it's
why
subjective. I would say it depends on the situation. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah, obviously, but I'm saying like
it probably, you know, maybe that person you probably could communicate, but what if that person, you know, might be going through something like mentally, like maybe, you know, they might not just be ready, like they may want to, but maybe just not right now.
Then I think that was poor communication on both parts.
Okay, I guess I could agree with I guess I agree with that, because yeah, you should. It should be a kind of,
because I feel like a proposal is not like asking you to be my girlfriend. Like you should be certain. Like, I mean, you can never be too certain, but like, you know what I mean? Like you should be certain that like, okay, this woman wants to marry me. I mean, the only time I could see somebody say no if they're just nervous and it just, you know what I mean? Like, or it's not the proposal that they like wanted or something like that. But like, as far as a relationship, like, I don't understand.
Okay,
that.
well, how do you? Okay, well, how do you?
Unless you're on like Love Is Blind or the Bachelor, The Bachelorette. Those are like the only situations where I'm like, okay.
Yeah, you
if
showed me
say-
that. You showed me that show, and that is crazy, man.
Yeah.
Like I can't see you. What if you get like? What if you come out? I
Yeah.
finally see you, and you got like the Forrest Whitaker eyes or something. Like, nah, fam, I'm good. But you said we connected. Y'all was just sold me. Yeah, before I saw your eyes.
I say
we
great
connect.
experiment, but it definitely for people on the other side shows like how shallow we are sometimes. Because
Yeah.
like everybody's like, nah, I gotta see them, but it's like, you mean you really don't. But
Shit, yes I do.
I guess I wouldn't do it though. So I don't know, maybe I'm shallow too. Who knows?
You see, yeah. Cause come on now. You play that game, you fall in love, and Beetlejuice come out the other side of the room.
Yeah.
Come on, what are you
know.
doing?
I know I couldn't do it.
What would your response be? Like you
If I was on the show?
yeah, like you just connected. You just connected, and as soon as you come over there, this motherfucker just look like Webster.
I've been in that situation before. Obviously not like an engagement, but like I've been in a situation where like I talked to somebody like I didn't really see them at first,
and it was
and then
ugly?
I saw them and I was like, yeah, no. I'm serious. It's different because we're not about to get married, but like it's depressing.
So
it's
wait,
very depressing.
So wait, how do women like? How do y'all curve the ugly dudes? Like,
I just went through with like whatever the date was, and then that was pretty much it.
Damn.
Or I've been in a situation where like I knew the person, but I didn't know them, and then I like hung out with them, and I was like, yeah, you're crazy. I'm good, love.
He tried to reach up for the goodnight kiss.
Yeah, it was more than that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I was like,
Jesus.
it was horrible, awful. So same situation. Like,
Yeah.
you just kind of
Well, for the one. All right. Let's do the ring really matter.
yeah.
Really.
Yeah. For me, yeah.
Why? What about it's the union?
Okay, I'm not talking about the price of the ring. I'm not talking about the carat of the
Yeah,
ring.
that's
But
what it
as
sound
far
like.
as the design, you should know what she wants. Because that's things that you do. But again, we're all on the communication. Like, if we get the proposal, unless the woman just doesn't give any type of like inclination of like what they like or any advice or any like suggestions. Other than that, like
So
you should know something.
So
like it
the-
should just not be like, wait, what is this?
All right, so if I'm hearing this correct, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter as long as you get your princess cut. It can be cubic zirconia princess
Oh,
cut.
wait a minute.
That's how
If
you
get down on cubic zirconia, then I'm good, love.
Use it like it don't gotta be the biggest. I ain't talking about the price. Just get the cut right. Nigga, that went right there. Nigga.
But with certain standards.
All right, so but if it was a little 0.25 carat, you know what I'm saying?
0.25.
Yeah, 0.25. You declining the proposal off of 2.5?
I'm okay. So talking about declining the proposal, I think that is this instance maybe where the woman would decline it aside from the relationship.
The
Is
ring?
The ring, yeah.
You self-centered.
Not me, but I'm
Not
just
you.
saying.
Her. You self-centered, ungrateful. All I could get was this grain of salt. We've been in here.
I get it.
We've been together 3 years, eating bologna sandwiches with a red string on there.
But okay, so right. So if you're at that point, then again, mutual understanding. Then she knows, you know, and you coming in with a 0.25 carat is acceptable.
So
For me, not so much.
But as long as the cut is right.
Yeah.
You heard that here, folks. She doesn't.
You gotta at least get the ring right. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can,
they go crazy.
because this is several different cuts. Like, you gotta know what she wants.
Yeah.
Unless you do like a special like grandmother's ring or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah. It don't matter. To me, it don't matter. I guess you want to say I'm old school. The union. What I'm the actual proposal. That means something. That means something. It means more than a ring, and I don't want to put myself in that uncomfortable position and think about if I was to get proposed to, because like you're like, what is a man supposed to do if he get proposed to? Oh my god! Your
I'm
homeboy, yo,
not.
man, stand up straight, man. What's
I'm
wrong
not.
with you?
I'm just not.
Yo, you on your knee in a dress, fam, with the back out,
I'm just not doing it.
all masculine.
I mean, I'm not saying anything against it. If you propose to your man, kudos to you. But me personally, I'm not doing it. It's not happening.
Would you think? Would you think something about the guy if the guy get proposed to and you see him? He go hit the.
Yeah, probably. Mm. It's a little sus.
What you got? What you got? What's next? What's next?
Oh, toxic relationships.
Oh Lord,
Well,
have mercy.
specifically cutting off toxic relationships.
It ain't nothing called that bitch, John. Hey, hey, hey. It ain't
You got a
nothing
little
called
too
that
excited
bitch,
about
John.
it.
Hey, shit. That's all. My whole life been toxic.
Toxic?
Toxic shit. I'm still trying to detox toxic out my damn system.
Detox toxic. That's horrible.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. So everybody that's online promoting, I love that toxic shit. You, sir, ma'am, are insane.
Yeah, I don't love it.
Very much. So.
Okay, but this is more so just like friendships, family.
Oh,
Do you believe that you should cut off toxic relationships regardless of who the person is?
hell to the yes. Your mental, your mental well being comes first. You know, and if you are not enhancing my life, my mood, my mental in any type of way, you have no place. If you just constantly just want to bring somebody down. And the one thing I don't subscribe to is just because we're family, I gotta stay connected to you. Like, bro, we don't have nothing but the same blood. Like, you're still an individual. Like, you can literally, like, family members literally have some traits or characteristics as, you know, a serial killer or whatever. Like, just all these people out here say it's like, I shouldn't hold, because you a serial killer and this guy on the outside a serial killer, I'm gonna treat you differently and have more compassion because you're my family. Like, no, like, I'm gonna treat you accordingly. You see what I'm saying? Respect is in order. And I need you to respect my life and things like that. And I'm gonna do the same when it comes to your life. But yeah, cutting family off, like I don't have a problem with that. Now, the thing that people don't talk about is when you make that decision, the grief that comes with it. Because there's a lot of pain behind cutting, because it's like I didn't want to do that.
Yeah.
Like I literally like I loved you. I had like a lot of love for you. I cared. Like I didn't want to have to do that, like, but it's like I have to eat that because I know that's what's best for me, and it's gonna hurt now instead of it hurting for the long term. You know what I'm saying?
Or just it may hurt the long term, but you just have to, I feel like, just accept your decision and understand that, like, it's what's best for you.
I don't know if it should hurt for the long term because I'm a strong believer of go through it. You know what I
True.
mean? And not sitting in, you know, like that pain. People like to do any and everything to escape the pain. Like I'm borderline crazy. So it's like I wanna whatever bad happened, fast forward, rewind, play it again in my head. I wanna keep going through it to where it's almost to a point to where it doesn't affect me no more because I feel like, you know, a lot of people play on those things, those traumas, those triggers and things like that. So when you go out here and somebody would say, ha, that's why, you know, you and such broke up. I knew y'all wasn't gonna make it. Like, it doesn't faze me. Like, I came to the decision, like, you know, it just didn't work. Whatever happened. So I can't, but just imagine if you didn't, like, deal with that pain. Like, somebody, like, actually brought that up to you. Like, you might get angry or shit. For some people, you might go cry about it and things like that. But, so it's very important to cut off those toxic relationships or whatnot, you know, friends or family, whatever, you know, especially too with friends. People like to keep people around just because they don't want to be alone, and I understand it because humans are not meant to be alone. But still, like, nah, like you have to, like, you just have to. If your friend is not enhancing you in any type of way, like one of the things, you know, I always tell you, like when your friend or family member like calls your phone, it's like a unspoken agreement that you are willing to take on whatever energy that person is about to spew through that at the end of that phone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I could be having like the bombest Saturday, like just had brunch, about to go shoot ball or something like that, and like, you know, a friend of mine or a family member could call me, and it's like, I don't know what's on the other end of this phone call. And it really could deter my mindset or, you know, my mood for the rest of the day. So it is an understanding or unspoken agreement that once I press this green button or slide or whatever, like I'm taking on whatever it is you're about to give me. And I think family members and friends have to be cognizant of that and understand that I don't always, like, people are not self-aware. I think we talked about this on the last episode. Like, there's not a lot of self-awareness, right? I can't, if I'm going through something, I want to have the self-awareness to know that I can't keep calling you with this shit. You see what I'm saying? Like, I need to put my big boy drawers on. I need to, like, deal with it. Like, it's cool, like, have supportive friends. Like, if you just, I feel like you at that point, like, you just like, oh my God, I just have to just vent.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But it's like every time I talk to you, you always got some shit going on.
Yeah.
You know? Like, then it's like, I'm a selfless person. So it's like, people want to call me and got a whole bunch of shit going on. So how your life going? It's going good. Like, I ain't got that shit going on you got. Woo! But I start to feel guilty because my life may be going good at the moment or I have nothing to complain about. You know what I mean? But it's like, people just always use other people as a crutch, those toxic people. And just all the time, it's just always just something. It's like, you know, and just kind of like, you know, you probably had one of those friends before. You be like, you calling me about something, and I already know what it's about to be, and it's 9 times ain't about to be good.
Yeah.
Like, you probably don't even answer the phone. Like, you just wait till, like, you know, I'm wait till I get home. I'm gonna sit down because I know it's about to be some shit.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, you shouldn't. You know, I want to be that friend that, you know, you don't know what the hell I'm really going to call about. But at least when you see my name, you know, you get a good feeling in your gut. You know what I'm saying? You get, you know, positive, whatever. Like, oh, I know, you know, I want it to be, if I tell you some bad news, it's kind of a shock or it's kind of, you know, you don't hear it that often.
Yeah.
You know, I think there's a way to go through the stuff that you go through. And, you know, everybody don't have to know.
Yeah.
You know, you can deal with it. You know me. I have a good poker face, so you don't you don't know. And some of the old some of the old viewers from they remember. They can see the death in my eyes on some of them old episodes. You can't go back and find them. They gone.
They're all deleted.
Shit, somebody right now is like, shit, you don't know. I downloaded every episode.
I saved it all.
I'm waiting to extort him. I'm waiting. You remember this? I don't. What? That's the whole show. But how do you feel about you know, like cutting off like fans? Because I know you're big. You know, you have a big family. You know, well, I'm gonna say this. Well, yeah, I gotta say that. You have. Well, compared to me, you have a big family.
I have a tight family.
Yeah, but the people,
family.
yeah, but the small family you have, you are tight. Y'all do have that strong relationship that I don't have. You know, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
So, but how is your outlook on cutting off? You know,
I mean, I don't have a
family?
problem. Like, you know, I don't have a relationship with my father, so I just what's best for me, and you gotta do what you gotta do. So I definitely like am always an advocate, like kind of heartless sometimes.
I was just about to say that. Yeah,
you think you're gonna agree with me?
Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, not just because of that situation, but just I just, if you gotta do it, you gotta do it. Like,
yeah,
like there's boundaries that you have to have for yourself. But I'm like also in the same boat, like an advocate for like working through things. So if it's like a friendship, relationship, whatever, like your parents, whatever, like work through it before you just cut. Like I just don't like cold turkey cut people off. Like, for the most part.
Do you, all right, but how is your outlook if you, let's say Vince, you have an uncle or aunt that you are really close to, but it's just getting to that point to where like you do have to like you have like you just know like I have to cut you off, like this is not working, and like how does that affect you?
It doesn't.
So you just, once you come to the decision, like you just pretty
much, because I've already like processed everything at that point. I've already tried, yeah, and that's just it.
Well, do you keep the same energy all around when it comes to friends too?
Yeah, I think I give friends
more?
the benefit of the doubt more so than like family or.
Why?
Cause like you don't want to hurt people's feelings, you know.
What if they hurting your feelings with all that toxic shit?
I mean, yeah, but I mean, yeah, like I was gonna ask you, like, what do you think is harder, cutting off like a friend, a relationship, or like a family member? I say friends, hands down.
I think I think it's subjective because some people have a lot of friends, a lot of not a family. Some people have a lot of family, not a lot of friends. So
But I think it just depends, like not even just the number, but like I think we have closer relationships sometimes with like our friends than anybody else.
True.
Because we see them a lot, we hang out with them a lot, we talk to them a lot.
But there's also people that have like those they don't have that many friends, but have like a big family. They are just tight with their family. So that's why I kind of said like I could be wrong. That's why I said like I feel like it's subjective because it can be different from anybody. For you cutting off a family member may be hard for you than cutting off a friend. But like for me, because I don't have a big family, I'm not connected to anybody in my family. Cutting off a friend is harder because that's all. I don't sit on the phone with a mom or a dad or aunt, and just talk or check on people every day. No, my friends are the ones that keep in close communication with me and things like that. So yeah, cutting off that's gonna because I invest more in friends than
me too.
than family. But the benefit of the doubt thing, I definitely I definitely agree with that too. It's just you kind of. Yeah, I just feel like it's subjective because I gave friends friends or people I thought were my friends a whole lot of chances. The family thing, I just don't be. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, but I think that's how
now, you're at the point.
Yeah, but it's the kind of like how you was brought up because once again, if you was close with your family, you don't give them chance after chance. You didn't have no friends like that. You don't care. I ain't had no friends like that. I could care less. You know what I'm saying? But like. When it's your family, like you grew up with them and y'all was tight, you gonna give your aunt or whoever a whole bunch of chances to get the shit right. You know what I'm saying? So, what was the most painful like relationship as far as family or friends? Like you probably could speak on that you had to cut off. Like it did that probably even now you probably just think about it. It may not like affect you, but you be like, damn, like.
I mean, like, probably my dad, I would say.
Your dad?
Yeah.
When did you come to the realization that, yep, this is done? This ain't.
A long time ago.
How old you, like, round about age?
I was young. Like, 10?
10?
Yeah.
Yo, probably, you was a grown-ass 10-year-old, fam. Yo, this nigga ain't coming back, B, I'm good.
Yeah, I mean, it was like kind of on and off, but I would say probably really like when I was 18, like when I graduated from high school.
Like when you start seeing stuff, your life was about to.
But I mean, it kind of started when I was like 9. So, yeah.
Mine started out the womb. Casper, magician. Let me show you a magic trick.
Casper? Oh my God.
Let me show you a magic trick real quick, buddy. You see the light? Yeah, I see it too. Go on. Yeah.
I'm here, not.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was young, so.
Do you still think about that from time to time? It's still,
all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think it definitely like shaped who I am today, but.
Your next episode, we definitely gonna get into that because we talk so much about dads and fathers and their sons' life and how it affects them in their love life. But like you boys. But you definitely could speak to like women and how like it affects you growing up and then into your relationship with friends and then like just your relationship with other men. Oh my. Oh, that's about to be a bag, right? It's about to be a bag. The shoe. Yeah, but yeah. So. You think about it, but it don't affect you. Where it's like your day ain't getting down or anything like that.
No, I mean no, because I mean it's been a lot of years. So I mean at that point, yeah. But I mean just what's the word I'm looking for? Like unconsciously, like subconsciously, it affects my life. Yeah.
Did you because I had a little syndrome to where like I would see other people with their mothers and stuff and like I was younger, get jealous and things like that. Now it's just like it don't faze me because a lot of people mothers consider me their son or whatnot.
Yeah.
But how do you like growing up? Did you have that? Like, do you used to see other friends like with their dads and feel that way?
No, because like. I, like my living in the house with my mom was like all I knew.
Yeah.
So I didn't really miss anything except for like one time, you know, like when my mom got married or whatever. But like other than that, I didn't miss it because I didn't know any better. So I never got. I mean, my life was. That's just how it was. Like, I mean, obviously it was different, you know, but especially for me because I went to predominantly white schools my entire life. So, and statistically speaking, white families stay together.
Yeah.
So I had all my friends had, you know, very few, like all my friends who didn't have a mom and a dad were like black and people I knew outside of like school or dance or something like that. So, I mean, that was all I saw, but it's just like, I knew how my life was and that was that. Like I didn't get jealous or anything or.
You had your white friend daddy calling you his daughter.
No, not like that. No. But like, I mean, that was all I saw was families, you know? Like,
Yeah.
I think had I gone to different schools or something like that, it would have been different. And I may have been able to deal with it like earlier, but I don't think I processed it, you know, until I was older. Plus it was
But that's crazy because I felt like it would have been the other way around. Like I felt like if you growing up you would have saw that and you didn't have it. You know how kids are. You see somebody else with something that you don't have. It's like, wait, what? Why? It start affecting you. Start asking questions.
Cause like my mom made sure like I always had everything. You know what I mean? So like I would like the only thing would have just been like a father figure in the home. Yeah. But like I wasn't like missing anything. Like I didn't know what to. I mean that's just how it was. Like
got all them Britney Spears trips, huh? You got Daddy who hit me, baby, one more time.
Yeah, I didn't. It didn't bother me really. It still doesn't bother me. Like
yeah,
as far as like jealousy or anything like that. Like no,
but the ability for black people to bury or just get numb to certain shit. Yeah. Jesus Christ, it is. Sometimes it's borderline scary because the stuff that we see or we go through and the way that we just numb, that's not. In some way, that's not normal, but still, it's still the damn strength in some damn way. Cause the fact that just the gene or genetic, the whatever it is, to just keep pushing. To like some people like just break down. Just think about the certain situations we've been through that other people would just like crack a fold in. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like that is, man, that's crazy. That's crazy. But hey, we're here, we're alive. You know. And just like my weekly playable, I'm gonna. I didn't think about my. You like just ain't never prepared. But you know what? Just like all that toxic stuff, I ain't stressing today, and that's my weekly playable by Dear Silas. I ain't stressing today. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that little reel one time. I ain't stressing today. Why is he on the kitchen counter? I ain't stressing today. Yeah, that's my. But nah, that's like
my life motto.
Wait, you ain't stressing? Yeah.
Not about anything.
No, that was no, I literally once I like that song was going around and I saw like the little video and stuff like that and I was like, this song fire. At first I thought it was like
Wait, you never heard that song before
no
TikTok?
No, I never.
What?
No. I'm on TikTok. I don't think that.
That's an old song.
I did.
Like old.
Like old?
Yeah.
Damn.
I think so.
I ain't gonna lie, it do sound a little 90-ish.
I'm like, I think that's like before my time.
Serious?
I think so. I mean, I think that's definitely like 90s.
No, you gotta find your weekly play. I need to.
I'm pretty sure. What is it called? Oh, not you dropped your phone.
No, wait. I gotta see the what year did Silas?
What was the artist?
Man, that song came out in 2021, man. Leave me alone, man. Yeah.
Okay, but is it not like from an old song?
I ain't gonna get no.
I don't know. Okay. All right, you know what? My weekly song, because I played it 5 times yesterday, is All I Want for Christmas Is You. Mariah Carey.
Is that time?
I love that song.
Yo.
Every year. It never fails.
Can you imagine being Mariah during the holiday time and going to the mailbox? Yo.
She I feel like, because she's still like one of my friends dances with her. So she's every year she does the tour and she does the shows.
To have a forever.
That song was 20 years old?
Yeah, like
Mhm.
to have a forever hit, like you just
Forever
know your holidays is gonna be paid for.
Especially for Mariah Carey though, because like she has so many hits.
And she
but it to be
wrote, too.
all I want for Christmas.
And she wrote too. She
yeah,
like,
yeah.
That's the
She has so like that's crazy.
yeah.
But every year, never fails.
Oh, you
Sure,
want
it'll
for
make number
Christmas?
one again this year.
Oh, of course,
Every year.
of course. You think what's your holiday movie? Like what's a movie that you would just
This Christmas.
This Christmas?
Mhm.
That's one Chris Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my. I got it. Yeah, every
That would have been my other song. I actually played that song too
Yeah.
a lot the other day when I was decorating the Christmas tree.
Yeah, who that was that? Chris came out. Chris came out with a Christmas album. Yeah, you got a little two.
Yeah, it's like 2 songs, right?
Yeah, I think he did a
Actually,
video.
not gonna lie, I'm his like biggest fan, but I didn't listen to it yet.
No, you really not. If you ain't here, you ain't
Did
really
you
not.
see my Apple Music? What do you call it? Playback thing.
Oh, the end of the year thing.
It was all 12,000 minutes of Chris Brown.
Wait, who?
And
Was,
he was my top artist. He was my top album. It was my top. His.
so who was? So hold on. Who was Who was your top 5? Who did they say you listen to the most?
It was like Chris Brown, Trey Songz, Drake, Beyonce, and I forget who was number 5. I think Britney Spears. But that's because I had a Britney Spears show at the beginning of the year, and I played a lot of songs
From
practicing. Yeah, so I think that's why Britney was up there.
Yeah, mine was Drake, of course. Tory Lanez.
Oh, deal. Like
Who was number 3? I think it was Party Next Door was 3. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, Party Next Door was 3. Future and Rick Ross. But it was crazy because I didn't listen too much.
Of Rick Ross?
No, Future.
Yeah, me either.
Future or Ross. But they did. But I think maybe because mine's come from YouTube. I think it's because they have a bunch of singles that I did like go back, go back to. Like Drake and Tory, they just on run.
Yeah,
they
you
just
play them so often.
yeah. So
You're Drake's biggest fan. Speaking of which, like, where was Chris Brown and like Drake and Tory and all these other people were somewhere this weekend?
This weekend,
Yeah.
Oh,
And a Glorilla, it was like a bunch of people. I don't know. I saw on somebody's story there was like some concert and they were all there.
y'all pin it and y'all comment.
I'm like, why was I not there?
And let us know. Why were you?
No,
there?
seriously.
'Cause
Drake
you-
and Chris Brown on the same stage? Oh my God, I would literally cry. Like, why was I not there?
Why are y'all crying at a concert?
I've cried at so many concerts.
Y'all gotta stop. These are people.
You say that you've never been to a concert. Trust me, the first time you
I'm
see
not
Drake in
crying.
person, you might. shed a tear.
I promise you, I'm not
All
crying.
right, we'll see.
So this is a man.
I mean, still, it's like it's
And he raps exceptionally well and put together songs exceptionally well. The great stuff.
Yeah, but
I'm
seeing
not
your favorite
crying.
artist in person, like, I mean, when you're when you're further back, but like, I'm always pretty close.
I'm a vibe.
So
I'm like,
it's
you
just
rapping
like
my joint. I mean, I'm fit. I get to see it in crying.
No,
fam.
it is-
Yo, a man crying
I
over
cry.
another man is crazy, fam. That's nasty.
People used to cry for Michael Jackson all the time.
But Michael's from a different planet. Michael's from a
Chris
different.
is from a different planet.
You
Fight
gotta-
me in the comments.
Yeah, please, you got
Please.
stop. These are human beings, and I'm not. No, fam. You ain't see me show no emotional all
I think
year.
I've
All of a sudden, I get the
cried
over
every
your
time.
fest, and he start. No, that nigga, and you just see me
You are
right
gonna
there.
shed a tear.
Not-
Oh my God.
I am not fam.
I've seen Chris Brown 4 or 5 times, and I think I've almost cried every time,
Yo, fam.
especially the first time.
Don't do that, Rami. So I spray some
It's
damn melatonin.
unbelievable though. Like it's just like you literally kind of like lose your breath. Like when you're close and you're there and like they're right there and you're like, oh my God, like he's right.
Y'all
Like
got-
it is an incredible experience.
I know it's an incredible experience. Y'all shouldn't be crying. Enjoy the music. I get to see this person in person, celebrity, whatever. Vibe out.
All
Fam,
right, we'll let you go to
crying-
your first concert and then you can.
Yeah, record me. Record me. Timestamp this. Remember this date right here. That take away all my stripes, my cool call. She catch a video of me in 1080p with tears coming out my damn eyes.
The way that
Because
you
of
play
Tori.
Drake and Tory, I think you would cry.
I'm not crying. No.
All right.
I'm not Christ. These are people. They put their pants on one leg at a time like me. They just have a bunch of zeros in their bank account that I don't. You might well calm me down. Though. I know. I ain't richer than me. Y'all women always gotta rub it in. Oh, I ain't got money like you, boy. Oh, I know. I seen your rims. What? You just was right with me. You said I was doing well for myself. Oh man, good episode, man. Good episode. Had a great time.
Yeah, it's fun.
Great.
Do it again next time.
Yeah, we'll be here.
We'll be here. Same time, same place.
same time, same place. Thank you guys. Remember, man, like, subscribe to our channel. We got new episodes coming every Saturday.
Follow us
man.
on Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram, the TSOV podcast. Everything is linked in the description. Thank you guys for hanging with us. Hope you guys got some laughs, some entertainment. Hope you ain't getting no knowledge. Especially don't get it from me.
Don't.
Get it, please don't. See, the women always, why? Y'all just gotta rub it into this.
It's the truth.
If I didn't think I was dumb, I know I'm dumb now. You just don't get the knowledge from me. Oh, we know. I seen your times tables, seeing your math on that. I seen you try to put the tip. I saw you.
I did see.
Then you want to try to be cool and not pull out a calculator? Oh, you need that. You needed that. Man, we're about to be out of here, man. Remember, man, stay 10 toes down. If you're missing any, count them and roll with them. Lead with love, you're gonna get love. Whatever you're doing and whoever you're doing it with, do them and it like you love it. Will love. Lexi B, TSOV podcast. We are out. Peace.
Peace.